Hey, good afternoon and新年快乐 from Hohhot. Happy Chinese New Year. Let me first say I'm aware that I've been a little radio silent recently. I know that and I apologize. The truth is I was planning on taking a train to Dongbei, to China's northeast, and making some videos there. Now unfortunately, like in much of the world right now, travel restrictions have been put in place. So I've had to remain in Hohhot. So that kind of put a spanner in the works and I've been a bit short on video ideas, I'm afraid. So in this one I'm just going to show you what we're going to get up to over the Chinese New Year. And then normal service will resume soon, I promise. Okay, so hopefully you enjoy this one, and wherever you're celebrating, or if you're celebrating, have a fantastic New Year. Much like Christmas 2020 in the West, this Chinese New Year is far from typical. Last year, I was lucky enough to stay with my friend Molly in Baotou on her parents' farm. We did all the traditional Chinese New Year things. We ate a big meal, we ate dumplings, we watched the Chinese Gala on TV, and of course we let off some fireworks. But this year, with the travel restrictions in place, with a discouragement of public gatherings, and a ban on fireworks, it certainly doesn't feel like a typical Chinese New Year. But I want to change that. Let's head to some temples and try and find a bit of normality. Perhaps the most common image you see this time of year in China on shop fronts and in front of people's houses are these, the couplets. You see them on almost every door. And they bring you good luck for the rest of the year. I didn't put any up last year, so maybe it's me who's to blame for the pandemic. And here we are in the shadow of Altan Khan, the founder of Hohhot, with a surname you might recognize if you know anything about Mongolia. This is Dajiao, this is the temple district of Hohhot. And ordinarily on a day like this, there would be little stands set up, selling lots of little goods. And by evening, this place would be heaving, red lights shining on the gold roofs of the temples. This year, it's a slightly sanitized version, but it's still good to see plenty of people out and get to experience some traditional Chinese New Year celebrations. Unfortunately, I don't think the temples will be open to the public. But look, they're just as beautiful from the outside. So let's take a look around. Now, last year's Chinese New Year fell just at the start of the pandemic. And it was a strange atmosphere. I remember sitting with Molly and her family, watching the incredible gala on CCTV. But always just in the back of your mind, there was always just this worry about what was happening in Wuhan, and you know, this slight fear that maybe it could reach us here in Inner Mongolia. I remember how sad Molly and her family were when we found out we couldn't go to the temple at midnight, which is a traditional thing that they do in these smaller cities. And I honestly didn't expect that here we would be 1 year later, and still another year with the midnight temples cancelled. But at least we are getting slowly back to normality. At least we have people about who can go out and explore and do stuff, even if it's not quite 100% there yet. Well, we might not have our usual New Year stalls. We do still have the small little gift shops on the walking street, selling all sorts of little Chinese good luck charms and metal products, and even these beautiful Mongolian clothes. You think I'd suit one? I don't think they make them in my size, I'm afraid. But yeah, we still have some normality here as we celebrate the New Year here in Hohhot.
欢迎大家品尝。
Nothing that smells and looks as bad as this has any right tasting so good. Man, it is tasty. It's a New Year miracle.
天下美食，人间美味，正宗经典长沙臭豆腐，臭的口筋，香的够味。我们的臭豆腐有祖传秘方秘制，香的够味。我们的臭豆腐有祖传秘方。
It's going to be interesting to see how the firework ban goes down here. I know full well there's still plenty of people with fireworks. I mean, you can hear them in the background. Even last night, even this morning, there was fireworks everywhere, so I'm not 100% sure it's going to be fully carried out, but we'll see, and hopefully get some footage of them. If not, I'll interspace some video from Balto last year, right here. Certainly no mistaking which part of China we're in right now. Well, that definitely got me in the Chinese New Year spirit anyway. I'm gonna head home for a second, and then I'm going to go and see my friend Stephen, who I used to teach. I've known him for many years now, and his family have been kind enough to invite me to their house for some traditional celebrations. So let's go together and see what we do on Chinese New Year traditionally.
OK， 来吧。你这卡特是拍照片呢，是拍照。
So one of the major traditions of Chinese New Year is families get together and make jiaozi, what we might call dumplings, or in the US, pot stickers. Every year I give it a go. I make about 3 and I give up. And they all fall to bits, and then at the table there's always these 3 ugly jiaozi just sat on the edge of a plate. But I'll do the same again this year and then feel terrible about myself.
这个馅儿多了，对折，捏折旁边，对，这么捏，对，捏吧，折，对，捏。
I'm so bad.
I think you can do well.
对折，捏
time.
捏住。
I'm always amazed that I've worked in catering for most of my life because I just cannot make jiaozi.
Oh. Look, he's making the stick. How careful he is. How careful you are. Wow. Come on, man. You'll be good.
这样不掉，行。
什么是温度？长长的光环。相反，要。
Hello, man.
This is the life.
做完了，做完了。
Happy New Year from Hohhot. Well, it's almost 1 AM. I've just finished all my dumplings, drank a bit of red wine and watched the gala. But there's one more group of people I need to see, and that's Hohhot's foreigners. So where better than a pub? Right guys, thanks for sticking with me this new year. From Hohhot.
新年快乐 Just me Fuck you guys
新年快乐 See you next time.